Welcome to Sunshine Cathedral's Queer God Squad. It's Wednesday, April 10th, 2024. I'm Reverend Dr. Darrell Watkins, the Senior Minister here at the Sunshine Cathedral.
I am Reverend Dr. Robert Griffin, the Executive Minister. Faith and religion can be complicated for the LGBTQ plus community. Survey shows that the evangelical faith is the justification for the greatest attacks on the LGBTQ plus community.
I am Reverend Kevin Tisdall, the Minister of Education. The Queer God Squad is going to explore our religious community. Let's explore the big news of the day and what it means to you. This is live, then we are available on demand. We are available on all smart televisions and your favorite social media.
At Sunshine Cathedral, we're here to tell you that you're God's miracle, not God's mistake. This is the Sunshine Cathedral perspective. Trump first sells Bibles, now wants Christian Visibility Day. First, Trump wanted to sell God Bless the USA Bibles with a marketing message of Make America Pray Again. He's back with another idea that is making evangelicals go gaga over him. Former President Donald Trump, known for his bold declarations and unapologetic stance on conservative values, has once again stirred controversy with his latest announcement. Following a string of accusations against President Joe Biden for recognizing Transgender Day of Visibility on Easter Sunday, Trump has declared November 5th as Christian Visibility Day. That's Election Day if you haven't marked it on your calendar. The announcement, made during a rally in Wisconsin, has reignited debates over religious freedom and the separation of church and state in America. Trump's pandering has clearly worked, as his supporters, predominantly from conservative evangelical circles, cheered his proclamation, viewing it as a defense of Christian traditions and values, especially in the backdrop of the godless hordes of transgender and LGBTQ plus visibility. However, critics have raised concerns about the potential implications of intertwining religious observance with political agendas. Whether it will galvanize Christian voters or deepen societal divisions remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: Trump's declaration has once again placed religion at the forefront of American politics. Christian Visibility Day is beyond asinine. What is more visible than right-wing Christians? We don't need straight pride because there's no systematic attempt to erase or silence people for being straight. We don't need Men's Day because male privilege and power is veritably unassailable anyway. We don't need White History Month because history as it is taught favors white people already, and contributions to history from BIPOC and injustices experienced by BIPOC, Black, Indigenous people of color, are being whitewashed. And while it is laudable to help people notice and know about the minority we call trans, the primary reason trans and queer people are demonized in this country is the vitriolic messaging and political activism of conservative Christians. Since Christians dominate politics and culture and large swaths of the media, they don't need help being seen. But their targets need help in staying safe from Christian plotting and pugilism. Once more, Donald J. Trump is using fear, hatred, and an often rabid base to make minorities less safe and America less compassionate.
You know, my doctorate is not in this particular field, but that man's nuts. And, you know, I just side with that he is continuing to stir the pot and tell people what to be afraid of or what they ought to be afraid of without any substantiating evidence whatsoever. And there's always this launch into his base, that evangelical place, where he thinks that this is going to get him reelected again. It may or may not. I don't know. The crystal ball isn't really clear on that yet. But this is the kind of behavior that we really need to be aware of, that this is the leadership that people might consider as the next candidate for this country. And this is not a place we want to go. This is not a place we want to go.
The hypocrisy is what gets to me the most. The conservative evangelical group is supposed to hew as close to their understanding of the Bible as possible. Now you have this Antichrist, I said it, who has done everything opposite of what his base truly believes in, as far as we know, he will tell them, yes, I'm going to make sure that your word, your voice is heard above and beyond anyone else, as long as you buy this idol that I have created for you, this Bible that you should get, that also has the United States Constitution and Declaration of Independence, because God loves America and the rest of the world can go to hell. Well, evangelicals, he's doing everything against what you believe in. And just yesterday, he came out with a new statement on his position on a woman's right to choose. His group, the evangelicals, wanted to be a national ban on abortion. Trump now says this is, I don't know what iteration of what he believes in, but yesterday he said, well, it's a states' rights issue. That drove his folks crazy. So he's got a Bible that's an idol. He's got a changing a face on women's rights. And that group still supports him because he says the right things. You know, there's a meme, and yeah, I'm the king of memes, where the sheep are looking at the wolf and saying, but he's saying all of the right things. I think I'll follow him. Yeah. And I don't know that it's any clearer than that.
Yeah, and what is so horrifying about that is that states' rights is an old dog whistle.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
About rather than guaranteeing everyone's rights and safety and equal opportunity and equal protection, we'll leave it up to state by state. Well, that was an old racist trope, mm-hmm. And so of course racist states, the Jim Crow states, they were never going to pass anything to benefit their citizens who are people of African descent. And so the same thing, states' right, well, that means that all of these misogynistic, and they're never going to do anything, mm-hmm. or all of these Bible thumpers who just use religion as a weapon against LGBT, they're not going to vote for protect, they wouldn't have supported marriage equality and what. So yeah, this states' right, it's an old dog whistle. Mm-hmm. And anyone who isn't fairly wealthy, straight, white, cisgender male, you should be very worried about that, mm-hmm. because states' rights means that the majority has all the rights, and if you're not in the majority, you might not have any. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, states' right, which is it's on brand for him. I mean, I'm not surprised he said it, and he knew who he was saying it to.
Oh gosh, yes.
And they knew what he was saying,
mm-hmm.
and so that's it's very disturbing to me. It's very disturbing to me.
Well, back to the Bible thing, to put the Constitution and the Bible together in one book, you got two contradictory documents combined in one. They cancel each other out. So I don't know what he was hoping to prove by doing that. It's a no-win situation in that regard of whatever the messaging was. He
written by deists, Masons, and Unitarians.
He doesn't know that.
Nobody.
He doesn't know much.
He doesn't know
anything.
His marketing people don't know that, obviously, either. But to kind of combine that into one, it just cancels the other one out. And my only suggestion is for people who are buying his shoes, buy his shoes and run the hell away from him.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
$400 sneakers, $60 Bibles.
And don't forget the
How do they not know that they're being fleeced every time that he opens his mouth?
Everybody's got a gift, and his is grift.
Well, that's true.
That is his
the
gift.
Ultimate grifter. I like that.
Yeah. Well, that's today with the Queer God Squad. We want to thank you for joining us. We are here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and to discuss what our LGBTQ plus community is talking about.
Sunshine Cathedral is the world's largest progressive queer church. Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together, and we are all in this together. Remember that.
You are God's miracle, not God's mistake. Until the next time, we are the Queer God Squad. Goodbye.